So guys, hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry for my break. First of all, I hope the audio is better. I got a new mic. Well, I have this mic for a long time. It is a Rode mic and I got a new camera. I got the Nikon D5600. So yeah, let me know what the quality is like. It should be a lot better. Sorry if you see me going like that, I'm just fixing the autofocus on it. So it can be hit or miss with video. I've just watched a video about the camera and it's great for photos, but I got it for video mainly, but also for photos. It has a little screen, so now I can actually see what I'm doing. I used to have my screen on the back of my old Nikon. It was on the back, it didn't go out to the side, it didn't flip out, so this one does. So yeah, I just thought we would get back into a video. Thank you so much for still supporting me, and I'm sorry if I'm out of focus, staying subscribed to me. I love you guys so much and I hope you still support me and stuff like that. And I'm really sorry, I'm just fixing the focus, I'm really sorry that I was not around and that I did neglect you guys. It's been a month since I posted. It's so bad. I've had so much going on in my personal life. I came off my mental health medication, now I might have to go back on them. Everything has been happening. It's so hot in this room as well. I have my two softbox lights and my ring light and I'm just getting used to, literally my eyes are not used to filming with them anymore. And I also had 4 piercings and now I only have 2 because they were pierced wrong, so I got them taken out. So I'm getting ready for the Young M.A. concert. If you guys don't know, obviously I'm a lesbian. Me and my girlfriend, if you don't know, you should probably know by now, but if you don't know, I'm a lesbian. Me and my girlfriend are going to see Young M.A. tonight. She's an amazing lesbian artist. She is beautiful and amazing, and her singing is just it's completely amazing. Like her rap, she is just brilliant and we love her. So I'm just gonna get ready, and I'm obviously not gonna bring the camera because I don't want it to get like destroyed or anything like that. A proper vlog, but a lot of shows you're not allowed to bring cameras anyway and they can actually be confiscated, so I will try and do some stuff on my phone. And please go follow me on Snapchat. It is at sickeningqueertree. So Sickening Queer Tree, I'll put it down below. Please subscribe to my channel, tap that bell, turn post notifications on. I will be posting regularly again, I promise. I am now back into it. My nanny went into just fixing my top, this is one of my Killstar tops. I went into a nursing home. A lot has happened in my job. I'm doing a course now to get my modules in healthcare so I can be a carer like in a hospital or a nursing home. And yeah, just a lot has happened. I've been working a lot. So yeah, let's get into this video finally. So this is just going to be a get ready with me. I will be checking the time because it's like 3:28. I have to be back in work at like 5:30 for like my last shift. So I'm just gonna, the last of my Starbucks, we always get a coffee frappuccino and it has my name Erin written on the side, and they actually spelled it right. I actually spelled my name out for them in Starbucks, so they spell it right now. So I'm going to be using these lashes. These are the Sosu lashes. They're only $5.50. Got them in Pennies, Primark, whatever. This is in the style New York. I absolutely love Sosu lashes. My favourite lashes are baby doll lashes, but I also love Sosu. They're like my second favourite. I love them. I would actually die if the brand ever sent me anything. I would actually die. Okay, the focus is so annoying on this, but we're gonna keep going, keep rolling with it. So I got 2 new foundations. This is the PS My Color Perfect Finish foundation from Primark, and I got 2 shades. I got the shade Cool Sand, which is 06, and then I got the shade Nude, which is 05. The quality on this camera is so good. Let's see if it focuses on it. Yeah, it does. So these are the 2 shades, one slightly lighter and one darker, because although I do look pale, I'm doing my foundation a bit darker now because my mom's like, oh, you make yourself look like a ghost, blah blah blah. And yeah, mothers, boomers. I'm on TikTok, that's where I know all those words from, so you should go follow me on there. I'll link that down below as well. I do kind of gay videos and stuff like that. And I'm just using this lovely Makeup Revolution Mega Cool Bronzer, but I'm just going to use it to blend my foundation on it. I'm sorry, Makeup Rev. Okay guys, so this is the shade Nude, that's the 05 nude shade, and then Cool Sand, which is 06. You just take a brush, like this brush here is like one of my Wet n Wild brushes, and I just mix them together on the back, so just to get the perfect shade. Oh, this is quite thick. I feel like she's gonna be full coverage. This feels like a thick consistency. I probably will add some other foundation that I'm more familiar with. Primark My Perfect Color, the matte one. So I'm just going to take the darker version of that. The shade, my L'Oreal infallible 24-hour matte. I'm just squirting a bit of that on. It's quite light though, so I don't really want it to be that light, so I'm squirting some of the other foundation from Primark on. I need to get one of those glass mixing plates. I used to have one when I was in beauty college, but I lost it. So okay, now this is making the foundation shade look. I always blend my foundation. This is a lot of foundation and we will not be using it all, but it's handy just to have it ready. So I have been using the Pond's Cold Cream to take my makeup off. I'm not sponsored, I wish I was. And I've been using this as my moisturizer. This is the Pond's Dry Skin Cream, Rich Hydrating Cream. I got these on Amazon. They are so good. I have my blenders. Now they are not clean, I'm sorry. I'm pulling like a Tana Mojo here. Actually, you can look in the monitor this time. Don't even need the mirror anymore. So we're going to just take this brush here. Just kind of put it around the face. Now I am accused quite often of, oh my god, that's so much foundation, that's so much makeup, you're caked. And I do like to wear a lot of makeup. I do like a cake up, really, a cake up. Nikki Tutorials, by the way, fully support. I cannot believe that Nikki Tutorials came out as trans. Obviously I had no idea, but I'm actually really like happy for her, but I really hate that she had to come out before she was ready because somebody was blackmailing her. If you guys don't know, that's what happened, so that sucks. So I'm just going to take my blender, my beauty blender. I'm sorry it is not clean, guys. I need to clean it. My life is all over the place at the minute, but if you work full-time and you're an influencer and you're trying your best to be an influencer, you're trying to work full-time, be an influencer, do everything, it is hard. So I'm just blending this in. Sometimes I use my foundation brush, but it depends on the formula. Now my skin has been super dry, super dry over the winter. It's been even drier than usual. I have dry skin. No, I can tell that this mixture is going to make my skin look very cakey. So although I do like the new one, they don't exactly say matte, but no, I definitely need to go in with something. So I'm taking this right here, which is my Makeup Revolution foundation drops. This is the shade F3 F2, but I am just going to take this instead because this is just too thick of a mixture. What I'm going to do is pour some of this onto our mixture. It's looking pretty messy, it's looking pretty crazy, but this is what I always typically do. Consistency, so it's more liquidy, so I'm going to take this, mix it in, foundation look better. So now, yeah, it's a lot less thick now, so I'm just taking my brush again, my Wet n Wild brush, brushing it out onto the skin, and then we're going to blend. I'll fast forward me blending it because you guys have seen me do that a bunch, so you've seen me do that before like several times. So yeah, I really felt like I wasn't being myself. I always felt like it was hard to be myself on camera. I'm great at being myself in real life, but once a camera came out, I don't know whether it's like me, but I just like put on this act. I don't know what it is, and I don't want to be like that on my channel. I want to be myself. I want to be 100% my goofy, crazy, cringy self, and whether that people unsubscribe, they unsubscribe. And obviously I do want to do makeup, but I also want to be myself, and a big part of being myself is me cursing, and I know it's not brand friendly, so I won't be probably cursing a lot, but if I let the odd slip up, I'm like, you know what, fuck it, like I'm cursing now, I don't care. I do feel like it's ridiculous the way influencers cannot curse or anything like that. I feel like I know it's all about advertiser friendly, but nobody, even the advertisers themselves, nobody does. Like, I know very few people that don't curse. Like, it's mainly an Irish and English thing, I think. In America, people say cuss, we say curse, they say cuss. I don't think it's a big thing over there, but here it's a big thing. It's just part of who you are. If you're Scottish, Irish, British, a lot of people just like curse, and it's just natural. I feel like it comes natural to us, and that's not me being like shady, it's the truth. It does come natural. And when you're being told, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that on camera, you kind of feel like you're being a fake version of yourself. You don't feel like you're being yourself at all, which is not what you want to be. She's thick, honey, but that's what we want. A very flawless finish. So I'm going to finish with my foundation, drag it onto my neck, and I will be back. Now guys, so I have my foundation on. I did my neck. Don't mind if you see any of it on my shirt. I like to do a super big cake up. As I said, if you're not into caking on makeup and you're gonna leave hate, you can escort yourself out, because everybody likes different things and I like to be a cake face. I like to cake on makeup. I think it looks well in photographs, it looks well in person. Sometimes on camera it might look a lot, but in person I've got like several compliments on my makeup, and you know what? Even if I didn't, I'm happy with my makeup. So yeah, I don't mean to be like super defensive. I'm sick of people, you know, hating on people. I see so much hate. I get some hate on TikTok sometimes, but I'm well able for it. I've been online for a couple of years trying to be an influencer, whatever, however small I am, a micro influencer. So yeah, I'm used to it, but not a lot of people are, and it can push people over the edge. But the other thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, we will start doing the rest of our stuff. So I like to conceal first. So this is the Ultra Longwear Concealer by PS, my perfect colour, and this is lightweight full coverage hyaluronic acid, very good for your under eyes. This is porcelain. This will make you look awake. This is from, again, Primark. I like to take a couple different concealers, so we're going to start out with this. I like the brush. It's not too fluffy, but it's very nice. Like, obviously we're creating a giant triangle. I love the way this goes on. It just kind of is very, it's a very liquidy concealer. It's not too thick, so if you're into that, you will like this. So I don't even know why I did next, I'm so weird. But anyway, so I just want to talk to you guys. So last night I was watching, well, it was yesterday because I had a good bit of a long break. So I had a break from work. I only had a couple shifts in work, and I was watching the Shane has a new channel called Shane Glosson. Everybody didn't think it was him for a while, Shane Dawson, so it's called Shane Glosson. Love it. It's like the gloss that him and Jeffree Star created. But on that channel they were doing like the bloopers and other bits of the series to really finish it off. Now at first I was like, why didn't Shane put us on his main channel? But he's posting stuff on his second channel too, so I really liked it. But I thought it was so good. But the main points that it touched with me, and there was some comments but not a lot, and I noticed that some people often comment on other things, either they don't know what to say, but the harder issues are often not commented about by just the viewers. So I found it amazing about how Morgan was saying like that influencers were so rude to her. They were talking about this 30% rule. If you don't know, I won't get into it, check out the video. I was so shocked at how fake people can be and up their own arses, basically, that people can be when they are influencers. They think they like rule the freaking world, and I was actually really like, I was so turned off by it, because as a person myself, I'm very humble. Although I am not a big influencer at all, I'm a micro small influencer. Hopefully one day I will be a bigger influencer. I would never ever lose sight of myself and treat anybody like that, because I used to work at McDonald's in a place called Dundrum in Ireland. It's kind of a poshy place. Some people might say, oh, it's not that posh. Well, it is, because I come from a different place that is not that posh, and although people used to like me in school saying, oh, you have like a posh accent, I come from a place called Clondalkin in Dublin, and there's crime all over every area, even if it's a posh area, Clondalkin, Ballyfermot, all those places, but the people there are so down to earth and nice. Whereas whenever I work in a posh area, work with a posh place, like all I get is people clicking their fingers, being toffee nosed, being snobby. And it's the same with influencers. They think they're better than us, like that, because they have more, like, say, just because they have more, I don't even know, just because they have more of a following, they just think they can blank them. And the way they treated Morgan, especially, even thinking like, would this not, did they not think, are they that arrogant that they didn't think it would get out? I mean, oh sorry, I'm just going in with the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Hydrate Concealer in C1, because I always use the lightest shade for under my eyes. But yeah, like, did they not think it would get out at the fact that she is related to Ryland Adams, who is engaged to Shane Dawson? Did they not think, like, and plus Morgan is hilarious and amazing and such a sweet and down-to-earth person, but literally, did they, even though that is so mean, did they not even think it would get back to Shane, to Jeffree? And Jeffree was like, oh, completely supportive, and was saying that he has similar instances on brand trips, people taking drugs. Everyone knows that Jeffree just he doesn't drink or anything like that. He just takes he just smokes like marijuana and stuff like that. So everyone was like shook he was saying there was people partying, crying on brand trips, they get away with everything, and it made me really sad because I know so many micro influencers that would never take advantage. If they got a brand trip, it would mean everything to them, and these people, it sounds like they might be into makeup, but they're only really into the fame, and yet there's so many micro influencers that will never ever get to go on a brand trip, but would never abuse the power like that. I've met so many people in real life that are just like me, micro influencers, and they are the most lovely people. And then there's some big influencers like Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, who are also very nice people when you meet them. So I just don't get the way there's the odd few people that are just abusing their power as an influencer, and it gives a lot of influencers a bad name. So that was really sad when I found that out. When I heard that, I was so disgusted. I did feel sick to my stomach when they talked about that 30% rule, like you can only be friends with somebody if they are 30% below you or you're 30% above them. It was really crazy. See, people like that are not actually, I'm just taking the Maybelline, it doesn't even say what it is, but this Maybelline concealer, I like it, so I'm just taking that. So, and yes, I'm using a lot of different concealers, I'm just weird like that. So yeah, it's like these people don't really see you as a friend, they just kind of see you as what can they get out of you. They were saying that they're friends with people like, some of these influencers are friends with people like James Charles, people like that can get them more clout, that can get them more engagement, get them up there on the social blade. It is crazy. So they're not really friends with anyone, it's so fake. And Morgan was saying she even had a tally with somebody else on the trip who was obviously nice to her, that they would see like, oh, how many people are going to ignore her, walk away or look away. That's only ever happened to me once, and not with an influencer. It happened to me before I did social media when I was in this collegey type place. It's a school in Dublin. It's for very posh people and it's well known for drug use, cocaine, all that. That actually goes on in that school, but because it's posh they get away with it and stuff like that. And my parents sent me there because I was literally, I'm really smart, but I was failing school because of my anxiety, my depression, my borderline personality disorder, a bunch of stuff that happened to me in the past, abuse I faced, that I got these mental health disorders, and they sent me there and it gave me really good notes and it helped me pass the leaving certificate, which is like a big exam in Ireland before you leave school. And if you're Irish, you know how hard the leaving certificate can be, especially if you do higher level subjects, which I did, and a few of, not all. So anyway, when I was there, I talked to a girl, and the only girl that talked to me all week was this girl, and she was being really nice to me, but then I realized that it was fake. But she asked me to lunch, and as soon as I told her where I was from, because she just asked me where you're from, when it came to lunchtime I was like, hey, come back, like calling her, she just walked away from me like I wasn't even there. So this is what I'm talking about, people being toffee nosed and snobby, and these type of people are not people that you want to be friends with. Like, you think if you had money, if you had all this following, that you'd actually be a bit humble, but it actually just makes people so ungrateful, it's terrible. So I'm taking the, anyway, rant over, this is the matte based concealer, but I use it as a contour stick for Makeup Revolution in the shade C11. So if you have skin like mine that in the winter it's kind of pale, but in the winter it's pale, but in the summer you can tan and you have like sallow skin, the base of your skin, then this will definitely work for you. So do the fish face, do the contour. I like to do this as a cream contour, do the jawline, and then I go in with powders. So I'm taking my Morphe GS brush, G5 brush I think, and blending this in. I really like this brush, and if it gets kind of takes off your foundation, you can blend it like this and then you can pat it out like that. I need to get another one of these brushes and use it for putting on foundation, because I'm in a rush. I put my foundation on with a brush and then I blend it in with my blender. The only sponge that I've really gotten along with, I used to use the Real Techniques one, but I prefer the Real Beauty Blender, so that's the ones that I use, and I get them off Beauty Bay. You really got to be careful here, because one time I left this unblended because I was in a rush, and holy crap, it looked like somebody drew on my face with a marker. So what I do in this circumstance is I go over it with my blender. Sometimes I go over the chin area to make sure it's all blended, because as I said, I'm going to that concert. I cannot wait. I love Young May songs. My girlfriend got me into her music. Me and my girlfriend are living together like 10 months now as well, which is great. If you want me to do some videos with her, we're actually going to create our own channel, because we had one before where this will be my channel for makeup and then that will be my channel for me and my girlfriend and stuff like that. So we can do videos like the girlfriend tag, we can do the chapstick challenge. We have a bunch of chapsticks already. We can do like a bunch of stuff like that. So next I am going to be taking, so this is how I powder my face. I'll show you guys. So I cleaned this off. So this is the RCMA no color powder. I love this powder. If you have dry skin, this powder definitely works for me. It won't work for everyone, but if you have dry skin, this doesn't make you too cakey. And this is the only powder I use. Oh my god, I put like way too much. So I'm gonna take my, I wet a beauty blender. I use one for powder and the other one for my foundation. So this is a wet blender. Dip it into the powder so it's like this, tap a bit of it off, and I just use this to set my face. I find it really good. I find it way better than using a brush. I use a brush afterwards, but just to set my foundation, push it in, don't push it in too hard. Be careful where you've sweated, so obviously your sula, your sweaty upper lip, just like push it in there, but don't push it too hard because it can take off the foundation. So yeah, let me see. So I put a bit there, just tap it in because my lip is sweaty. This room is boiling. We literally, I asked my dad could he take, we obviously have central heating. It's always cold lately in Ireland. It's always like that, raining or cold, and especially at this time of the year and all the storms we've been getting. So I asked him before could he turn off the rad in here, but actually the knob up the rad is missing, so that we could turn off the central heating in here, so we can't do it right now. So fail. So I'm taking my Spectrum AO1 brush. This is I think from the Mean Girls collection. I love this brush. Tapping it off and just powdering over. So we've done our main layer of powder. Be careful on your upper lip, and here is where I get oily lately. The bridge of the nose, the upper lip and the nose is where I get oily. As I've gotten older, I'm 23, I'm not that old, I'm just saying pretty young, but as I've gotten older I've gotten more oily in places where I never used to. So that can happen with age, with time, with your skin type. As I said, I have a dry skin type. I am not combination and I'm not oily, so I'm just dry. I'd prefer to be dry because if I had oily skin it would be a nightmare because I'd have to powder so much. And in my job as a carer, I'm always running around sweating, doing things. You could be on your hands and knees, putting people's shoes on, their trousers, everything. So I'm just glad that my skin, I actually like my skin type, even though being dry can be a pain. I feel like if it was oily, no hate to oily skin, I just feel like it would drive me crazy. I'm impatient with myself and I'd have to powder all the time, and oh no. So I'm really warm in this room. So I've powdered, I've used all the powder that I had there nearly because I had to do my neck. So always make sure to drag the foundation down onto your neck and to powder it, because yeah, you don't want to be like uneven. So now we are a powder face. I'm just going to clean this off and we're going to contour. So I've already cream contoured, but when you powder you lose some of the definition, so I always go over and I contour with powder. So oh my god, it's only 4 o'clock, that's why I'm glad I started the makeup. But I'm going to just like, I'll be back in 1 second. I need to open the windows because it's too hot in here. So guys, sorry I had to open the window, so if you hear like birds, kids, anything, I'm sorry about that. I apologize for the noise in the background, especially with the microphone, so it might pick up on things. I've never used the mic before. So yes, so now I'm taking my, you're like a really pretty, that's what it says, it's from Mean Girls. This is the Spectrum AO5 brush. I love this collection. So my favorite contours ever are, and I'm not sponsored, I wish I was, are the Michelin contour powders, contour and bronzing. So this is the Beach Please bronzing contour powder. This is in the shade Holiday Hooray, and this is the Aloha All Day bronzing contour powder. This is a deeper one, so I start off with the deeper one. So these are by Michelin. Focus. Oh my god, it's so annoying. This is them. Yeah, so finally we focused and this is what it looks like. This is a deeper one, so I start off with this. They have a good range for people with medium to deep skin tones and also people who are lighter to medium skin tones. So I start off with this. I take my brush. These are very pigmented, so I take a bit and I squish my brush on the back of it we can clean it later and tap it off. Now, as I said, they're very pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. So I do the fish face again. If you guys can see, a little bit does go a long way. These are my favorite contour powders. I'm always getting compliments on my base, except this one bitchy guy at the gay club, the George in Dublin, was like, oh, your base is really good, but the rest needs work. And I was like, honey, I'm okay, I don't need your advice. He literally told me that he was like a makeup artist in like 5 different places, and he was literally only like 20, and I was like, what, you start when you were 14? Like, he was definitely fibbing. I'm telling you, he was fibbing. So I'm taking this again just to go over it, taking a bit off the back. So I go over the high points of the face, over here, over the top of the cheekbones, just kind of like where the sun would hit you is in like a tree shape, but I'm doing a contour, so I'm not going to go as much. So next I'm going to take the Michelin Holiday Hooray. Look how much I love this. This has lasted me, I think, over a year. Like, it's lasted me so long. So they're so cheap as well. I think they're like €8, so they're really... Why won't it focus? This camera is gonna kill me. So anyway, this is a lighter one. This is very good. I love it. The color, even just patting it off. Now going over the forehead, around the sides. I go underneath here to get rid of that double chin look. Okay, so we look very bronzed, although it's not overpowered. Definitely look a bit better now. So this camera is so good. It shows my skin, it shows the quality of the makeup, it shows like all my imperfections, but it shows like everything true to life, whereas the other camera didn't. So loving this camera. So although it annoys me with the focus, I remember, but it was in a set. I think it was in like an essential set. Now I take, this is also an Irish brand, the Carter Beauty by Marissa Carter. This is the Phoenix bronzing palette. Really like this palette. Take this, and I go through a bunch of the shades. I go through A Flame and Inferno are my favorite too. Inferno is my favorite. Tap it off, then take this. Now I don't make the face, I just kind of go everywhere because it's a bronzing brush. So I just bronze up the face, make it look super warm, bronze it up. I know this looks messy, but this is how I do it. So now I'm going to take, I'm using the blush. I didn't use blush a lot, and I'm still not the biggest fan of blush. I do realise that it is necessary, because otherwise, girl, I look like a corpse. One of my favourite palettes ever is the Me, Myself and Mitchell palette. I've been using this. Go follow me on Instagram. The packaging is amazing, and this is an amazing, I love it. One side of it's warm tones. I've used it a bunch. If you can't tell, these are like deeper, more electric, fun colours. So I take the warm tone side, put away this other brush out of our way. This is the Y11 Morphe brush. I don't like to bronze too much, but I love this Mr. H shade. I love peach peach blushes, so I take this. Now I've taken a lot, so I'm just going to wipe some off of my hand, the back of your hand, whatever. Now I'm going to go in, and we're going to like do a little smile. That's how they taught us in makeup college, but I dropped out of that course. I learned more about makeup from YouTube than I did in bloody makeup college. So I'm pinking up the nose a bit because it's like on trend, and I like that. You don't have to do this step if you don't like it. A lot of people don't. I think I put too much, so I'm going to take my brush. So we're just making sure that we have a bit of blush on. Again, I said ignore the noise in the background. It's just like neighbors and stuff. So this is so nice. I like our base. I'm happy with our base. So what I usually do now is I take my spray. So I'm taking the Makeup Revolution Matte Fix Oil Control Fixing Spray. I love the Makeup Revolution sprays. I love all their makeup. Really, like, well, not all of it, but most of it I love. So it's really affordable. I think it's like €7 or €8. I put a lot on. As you can see, I take this. I got this in Spain. Super handy, and it's like a little fan. So That is still drying, but that's really done the trick. Sorry about the noise, I'll probably edit that out. So now moving on to my favorite highlighter, Makeup Revolution. I'm sorry it looks grubby, it is. So this is a really nice palette. I like to take the gold shade, so I'm going to grab my Morphe M501 brush and my Morphe M541 brush. So I'm going to start out with the classic, although it looks a bit messy. It has a little bit of highlighter on it. So it has the M501 brush, so I'm going to take this gold shade, dip right into it. Now I like a crazy blinding highlight. I'm off every Saturday, and I'm working this weekend, but I'm usually off, and I want to take on clients. So if you are interested, if you like my makeup, and if you're not going to just be like a slaggy person that's just going to slag me and be all like meh, then yeah, I do require a booking fee of €10 to secure your booking, so it's not just somebody messing, because I've had that before. I will not put as much highlighter as I put on myself. I just like this myself. People mistakenly think, it's just, people are not educated and they just think that I'm gonna put like the amount of highlighter I put on myself on them and put like the crazy colors, and most people aren't into them. I love crazy colors, but when I'm doing a look on someone else, I'm gonna do what they want. They are paying for the service. So I do only, for a preliminary time, I'm charging €20 for a full face with lashes, which is really good because lashes cost $5.50. So girl, you're getting a discount if you're interested, if you're actually interested. If you're not, don't bother, because you will be blocked, because I've had so much hate, like where people just pretend they want their makeup done and they try and call me a clown or something, you know, just like bitches. Women, girls can be so bitchy. Girls in general are quite bitchy though. So this is gold and it's a lot on camera, but I do love a blinding crazy extreme highlight on myself, just myself. I'm taking Sarcophagus from the 24 karat Jeffree Star palette. This is my favorite highlighter ever from any brand, is Sarcophagus. I'm obsessed with it. We got a crazy highlight going. So now what I do is I take some more of my setting spray, helping cool me down in this room because it's boiling. So I'm gonna go do my eyebrows and then I'll be back to do my eye makeup. And yeah, I'll be back to a palette. Did a look that I'm confident with. The lash placement is not amazing, but I don't have time to fix it. Well, I'm just gonna go like that. These lashes are quite long at the edges and they probably needed to be in a bit more, but when I put them in sometimes they come off. But I really love this. This is one of the Makeup Revolution lipsticks by Soph, and I just put a clear Makeup Rev gloss over it. So I straightened my hair with my GHD. My hair has gotten a lot longer and you can really tell when it's straight. And my outfit of choice is, well, my outfit I'm wearing of choice, my outfit is this gorgeous, ignore the cleavage, she's peeking through, girl. Yeah, so this is my outfit. This is a bodysuit. Underneath it I have this, just because gay, I mean rainbows, so it doesn't exactly cover the boobage area because my boobs is too big for it. So my boobs are bigger and it doesn't exactly fully cover, but I'm just gonna cover it like that. And then we have just like a see-through top. You can see my tattoos underneath it. And yeah, I feel pretty good, except the only thing I'm missing is like a chain, but my girlfriend has the chain. We're literally fighting over the chain. We need to get one each, so I'm gonna get one. She got it in Argos, so I'm gonna get one soon. So I really love the makeup look. Let me know if you like the finished look. Please hit that button and subscribe to my channel. Hit that notification bell so you get every notification. I hope you like my new cover up on my channel, my banner. I made it with a website. And yeah, let me know if you like the makeup look. I'm obsessed. I can't wait to see Young May, and I will be doing more looks and more makeup videos on this channel. I will edit this video and it will be up soon. And please go follow me on TikTok. Me and my girlfriend post a lot of gay, cringy, fun content. I might make a TikTok for makeup, I'm not sure. Let me know what you guys would think. Follow my Snapchat if you want to see literally the concert. Go follow my Snapchat if you want to see like everything that we post whenever we go to a concert, food, everything. We have major food porn. You can get food envy. We literally love going out to eat and stuff like that. So yeah, follow my Snapchat, Sickening Queer 3. I will put it down below. Follow me on Instagram for makeup looks. I'll be making an Instagram for me and my girlfriend as well. I hope you liked the video. Let me know what you think of the new camera and the new mic, and I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.